Hey guys, this is Ackle and welcome back to the Ackleite channel. Today we've got some more Crescent Alchemy Co. products to look at. Over a year ago they was nice enough to send me one of their ultimate game night backpacks, and I've been using this more or less every day since I've got it. It's a great backpack, I've got nothing bad to say about it, but now I've got something else. Now I've got their Crossbody. So let's talk about it. The crossbody is obviously a lot more compact and a smaller bag in comparison to the Ultimate Game Night backpack. I've had this for about 4 months now. I should actually say my wife. My wife has had this for about 4 months now. And in that time, she's used it pretty frequently. It has multiple pockets, which we'll dive into in a moment, and it can be worn in multiple different ways. So let's start with the pockets. On the front of the bag here, you do have a pocket that is pretty big, actually. You could fit a fair bit in here. And on the very back, you do have a zip pocket, which when you open it up, there is another zip pocket within the zip pocket. Zipception. Pocketception? Some kind of ception. The main pocket closest to the back, if we open that up, this one has a nice felt lining. This is to protect your devices with screens, such as your small pads, your phones. I have the Switch 1 and the Switch Lite, and both of them fit in here. I don't own the Switch 2, however, I have seen others who have this bag show that they put their Switch 2 in here, so all of those do fit. And if you don't own any of them, it feels nice. You can just stroke it. Anyway. There is also this little pocket here on the side, perfect for putting anything that is quite compact but very quick to get to. And now let's look at the main bag itself. On the inside you do get quite a lot going on. So first off we do have a little stringy thingy to put your keys on. I'm okay. There are 3 mesh pockets here at the front for those things that you want to keep close by but also get to easier. Things like your medications, things like that. And on the other side, you have another zipped compartment here, and you do also have multiple card holders. So if you're not someone who carries a wallet and a purse full of cards, you can just have them loose in here, ready to go. Now let me show you the different ways in which this can be worn. So when you buy this bag, you don't just get the bag, you get the multiple straps with it. So you have this longer strap. This is so you can wear it as an over-the-shoulder bag, like that. You also have these 2 smaller, thinner straps. These are so you can attach it and wear it as a little backpack. And then you have these much smaller ones. These are so you can attach it to the top of the bag and have it strapped to your waist belt. I've also used it to attach it to the bottom of my Ultimate Game Night backpack, and that works really well if you want to double them up. However, personal opinion, I do think if you're doing it that way, don't use these, just put the loops on the bag straight through the crossbody one. That way it's a little bit closer to it, a little bit more stable. Now, if you're thinking that's really cool, but it probably takes a lot of time to change them over. No, it does not. So you can see on the bag it does have multiple little loops here. It is really as simple as clicking it on and you're ready to go. Me personally, I prefer to have it strapped to my belt, whereas my wife, she kind of goes between having it as a shoulder bag and a backpack. Now, when it comes to choosing which one you should get, of course, there isn't really one that is definitively better than the other. It's down to personal preference and it's down to practicality. So, take me and my wife, for example. When I go out, I either am going to do shopping, in which I'd use my backpack to put the shopping in. I'm going to game nights, in which case I'm bringing all of my game stuff with me. Or I'm taking my daughter out, which means I've got a bag full of baby stuff. When my wife goes out, she's usually doing things a lot quicker. She's usually just kind of in and out of wherever she needs to go. So she only really takes a handful of things. So with those in mind, for me, this bag wouldn't necessarily be as great as the game night backpack. But then again, for my wife, it's the opposite way around. Where this is amazing for me is if I'm doing events like steampunk, I have my costume and this would go great as part of my costume. Although I'm going to get the green one. He said he's going to get the green one. Yes, I'm going to get the green one. This is not the only colour. There is the red, there is green, blue, black and purple. And the same for the game night backpack as well. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking the Ultimate Game Night backpack's too big, but then again, the crossbody's too small, don't you worry, because Crescent Moon do have a new backpack coming out, which is kind of a sweet middle. So no matter what situation you're in, no matter what kind of things you need a bag for, Crescent Moon do have you covered with a range of different products. Now, I will be doing a packing video of this just to show how much can be put in here, because it is a small bag, but it's surprising how much can go in this small bag. So stay tuned for that, and I'm curious, what would you rather? The Ultimate Game Night backpack, the crossbody, the new one coming, or all 3? Leave your comments down below, and when heading to the Crescent Moon Alchemy Co. store to place your order, don't forget to use code Ackleite, because in doing so, you get a nice 10% off. So thank you again very much, Crescent Moon Alchemy Co, for the game night backpack and also the crossbody that was part of a mystery box. I look forward to my next order with you, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.